Okay, let's start with yesterday's trades, current positions, the watch list for today, and finish with the notable breakouts and breakdowns yesterday. So most of my long swings pulled back because the market faded a bit, especially late day. So Wix, AIMT pulled back. NVIDIA, I shorted it near the open. Took a loss on it since it popped back up. Then I re-shorted it when it went red just 5-10 minutes later. Never got back the same size I shorted in the first place, unfortunately. I don't know why I only did half size. CY had a broker upgrade. I thought it sounded really good. And, well, no go. ENDP, that one sucked. Traded it twice. First an opening range highs in the 14 area near the open, got stopped out. Then I rebought it, the highs of the day, got stopped out again. I thought it would look good, a nice little flag pattern of the lows. Reclaimed the 50-day. At least it looked like it was gonna do that, but just really choppy. Biotechs overall were very choppy yesterday. TXMD, I bought it on the dip, could have gotten it much lower. It looks kind of good, extremely high. Wow, now it says 37 days to cover. 37 days to cover, which is just insanely high. And I'm gonna use this 6-12 area as my stop, and could go. Also, I think they have a catalyst in a couple of months. That's always good. So Kala didn't do much, Pola didn't do much. Pixelworks tried to pull back tiny. I have my stop on this one. My average is 375. I'm gonna use this 380 as my stop, so it's a free trade now. I still think it go to 5-6, but if it stops me out, it stops me out. IMGN, just what a beast! It's now up. Even from my Chase entry, it's up like 40% in 2 days. That's just insane. Really nice. I'm gonna use this 3 teens as my stop now. CTRL pulled back, like a lot of other swings I have. AMD, I really thought this thing would have another buck or so in it, but it didn't. So I got stopped out. Most of my shares break even. So it took I had a tiny profit on my long, maybe, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that, $500. So tiny profit. And I think I'm gonna short it now, be short biased on it. Maybe opening range lows or something. The markets are gapping up a lot. And yeah, we'll see. AAOI pulled back. Probably I'm gonna use 43 as my or 43.50 area as my stop, or a closing stop of 44.50, whichever happens first. UCTT got stopped out in the low 14s. GoGo, I got stopped out half near the open, and probably gonna use this 1034 as the stop for the rest. IceHR, I sold tiny shares. Shop, fading slowly, but it's fading. Now DVAX, after hours, that was awesome. Just woke up in after hours on some really good news. There are some negatives, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives. We'll see. I think this thing could go even more, potentially. So I updated the screenshot from of this account in after hours. That's where the scaling is off. Let's see. Masi, I don't even remember this trade. What the hell is this? Oh, yeah, okay. So it's an overextended stock. It's been going straight up. Started showing a little bit of topping or potential topping. So I shorted some. This thing could very easily pull back to the rising 20-day, which is $10 lower. So my thinking is, risk $1 to make 10. That's pretty good risk reward. Biok, tried to long some, just no volume came in, so I just got out of it. Mbot, tried it twice, didn't go. And TCMD, I bought it end of day and took out the highs of the day. It just had some good earnings, recent IPO, good volume, bit higher lows the whole day, so I bought it. A little bit of a chase entry. I should have gotten 10 cents lower, but that's fine. And it just went straight up, so I'm probably gonna use these low 19s as my stop on it. Either it goes or doesn't. I'm gonna start scaling out mid 20s. This could easily run another 2, 3, $4, but we'll see. Okay, so those were the trades and the current positions. Let's look at the watch list. MNTR, I'm thinking low mid 3s, could offer a potential fade point. TTD, starting at a little bit extended. Maybe if we can go to 45, 46, that would be awesome. CMBX, I have no shares on this thing, but low mid 5s could be nice. Dries, I was thinking about shorting it, but this thing could easily go down another 50% the next few weeks, but nah. This one woke up on volume out of nowhere. Maybe if it can push back to $2, maybe there will be a fade point in it. Today is gonna be day 4, so there may be a fade point in it, maybe opening range lows or green to red. Tesla, today will be day 2 of the bounce. Probably not gonna touch it today. I think if it goes up today, then tomorrow will be a nice. It may give a nice opportunity, just like Nvidia gave on day 3 of the bounce. I'm just stalking this one. This one, I'm looking to, the market's gapping up a lot, so I'm thinking opening range lows with green to red on this one to add to my short. Arian, just stalking this potential short. This one is just, there's nothing here right now, but I'm stalking it. This one pulled back a little bit, but nah. See, just stalking these. AMD will be one of my main watches on the short side. EXCL, potential fade candidate too. So let's look at the long watch list. You know what? There's no need to go through these. Already know what I'm looking for. So let's see. EMES, potential bounce long setup. Actually, not yet. Needs to go down at one more day. This one I'm looking for potential long. Potential long setup here. Probably not gonna happen since the markets are gapping up a lot, so I don't wanna. So, nah, probably not gonna trigger. This one I'm gonna set an alert. Labu, still watching on dips. I had an opportunity to buy the dip yesterday, but I wanted it this 48 area, but it never dipped there. It went to 48.80s. Potential bottoming stock. This thing has history of big runs off the lows, so could be good. Yeah, DVAX obviously. Maybe opening range highs or something like that. Just stalking. UVXY big gap down because the markets are gapping up big, so I'm taking it off radar. SGY finally out of bankruptcy. I'm thinking this thing starts waking up, maybe a long setup here. Probably just gonna put an alert on this one. Well, there's so many of them, so I haven't even decided what to do on half of these. Kite, I did see it here when it perked off support intraday. Obviously, that would have been a great buying. This candle here would have been a super buying opportunity. just held this support perfectly, put in a little bit of higher lows, and just went higher. Okay, so those were the watches. Let's see there. Some breakouts. Hertz, I saw it early. I was thinking about doing opening range highs, but I didn't. And the daily just looks great. Just steady selling for many months, just beaten down, and next target could very well be like 25, 26 bucks. This one, another one, I was thinking about doing the opening range highs, but I passed on it. They had some earnings and there were just a lot of milestones in it, so I passed on it because of that. This one, closed week, looked better when it was stronger. Highly shorted, very thin, coming out of bottom, very beaten down. Oh yeah, I see the short interest numbers have been updated today. Interesting. This one tried to perk. I was thinking about buying it if it took out the highs of the day, but it never did. ALJ had earnings. Short looks pretty good. Earnings again. Nah, there's nothing here. Yeah, this one has 17 days to cover. Let's see here. Hydra, another biotech. I was thinking about buying it, but I passed on it over the sector was really weak. And it looks really good. This one tried to break out, but reversed end of day. This one I'm in. Looks good. High short interest and nah, this one tried to break out, reversed end of day. Net is, I don't know why this thing is here. Okay, that's it. So not a lot of great looking breakouts or anything, just a couple that looks good. Rest were mediocre. So the overall market, we are gapping up to new all-time highs in the SPYs. Not so much in the Russell. Small caps are way weaker than S&P. Let's see. QQQ is almost to new all-time highs. What are the biotechs doing? Can't see any gap in this one yet. Okay, anyways, that's that.